Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Over here. You're good. Nice. 368. 59. Regular. There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Second down, Dalton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial out? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Here you go. What do you think? 47.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
26. And 47. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
368!
Dalton throwing on second down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And it's a fumble, and the Cowboys have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Second down, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Over here, over here. You're good. Over here, yes. Side.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Uzama. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Regular. 5-0.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Austin. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14.
46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Gun. 26.
To throw is Prescott. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get it to him running left. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Got some room at the 30. Oh, and now he bowls him over. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Bengals. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Eluding the pressure right. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Another chance for Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. It's second down. Dalton looking. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The give is to Elliott. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Prescott to throw this time. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Andy Dalton. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. First and 10 for Dalton. To Mixon on the check down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
There you go, 368.
On 3rd down, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And it'll be Dalton again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 57 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. 10th carry now for Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Here we go, 47.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
41's the will.
Now Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Here we go. Wide, Sweat, hey. Right there. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Prescott now, option right. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Spinning past him. And out now, here come the Bengals. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
You go on the ball. On the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now.